up, my AKAPADers? We're back talking about James Gunn and Zack Snyder. He's still on the Zacky's nipple. Let's get into it.
It's one of, our jobs, mine and Peter's, is to come in and make sure the DCU is connected in film, television, gaming, and animation. That the characters are consistent, played by the same actors, and it works within one story.
What is up, my AKAPADers? Happy Monday. Welcome to it. Peter A. DeLuca here, aka Pad69, and stay with me. Known throughout Philadelphia, over there, Philadelphia, PA, Europe, and the multiverse as the Eclectic One. Alright, so it looks like a lot of you AKAPADers, you guys love the Kevin Smith content. You guys love the MCU content. You guys love the cartoonist K-Fake content. And you love the James Gunn content. And my mind was blown with some of these DC animated movie announcements. That's right, we're not talking about James Gunn derailing any excitement for the DC universe just through his Twitter posting alone. That's a potential other video. That's a deeper analysis. I need to get some more ideas around that one. But this blew my mind. This blew my mind for a very clear reason. James Gunn makes this announcement. And I'm going to cut to what he has said about the DC universe and the animated movies, and how him in all of his glory is going to start linking everything together. He's going to use the same voices over here, over there. Like imagine Bradley Cooper had nothing better to do to voice Rocket Raccoon, and when Marvel says, hey, we're going to do a Guardians of the Galaxy cartoon series for the very first time, and we're going to make Rocket a feature in that cartoon. Guess what, Bradley Cooper? You're going to have to voice the hell out of that talking raccoon. And not take any jobs away from voice actors, by the way. People, let's just play it.
DCU is connected in film, television, gaming, and animation,
You see, it is something of the hopes and dreams of geekism. But I'm talking about geekism before digital, like everything went digital, like special effects wise or film production went digital, and before streaming and all these things. Back in the day, you would dream of having everything linked. It was something that you would hear in comic book shops and outside movie theaters, or just geeks getting together for some D&D on a Friday evening over some pizza. But James Gunn announces, or the DC Studios announces, a Crisis of Infinity Earths animated feature. Question mark. Because now we're like, well, what happened? Like, is that how we're going to explain the in-universe reboot? Is it a classic retelling of Crisis? Is it all the Zack Snyder superheroes in the Crisis? Because again, we're supposed to be linking everything. But the real nipple here is Watchmen, and there's no need to do an animated anything with Watchmen. I don't care what they add to it. I don't care what they take out. I don't care what they do. I don't even care if it's a 9-hour, 12-hour adaptation of Watchmen. It's such crap. Like, I gotta go right there. And he is chasing Zack Snyder at this point. He took Zack's perfectly cast and built Henry Cavill. You're out. We know that story. He tells Henry Cavill, you're out. Tells The Rock to go. Says, I'm making my own Superman movie. And then I'm also going to be a part of making or remaking Watchmen animated. Isn't that crazy? And it's so funny because the Watchmen movie is a top 5, maybe even a top 3 comic book adaptation, period. superhero or non-superhero. I always say The Crow is the top adaptation. It's like Watchmen, Dawn or Superman, because I do feel like Dawn or Superman calls up so much from the comics even then. But it's just like a preference for 2 and 3 for me. But people, this is insanity because so many of you went to bat for James Gunn. You literally went to bat for that guy, trying to say, give him a chance, give him time, and see what's happening. He is trying to prove to everyone he's as good as or better than Zack Snyder. And the crazy thing is, outside of Guardians of the Galaxy, James Gunn, just out of the financial part and the critical part, he really doesn't have a lot. He really doesn't. It's like Peacemaker, Guardians 1, that's his, that's it. And everything else, if you talk to enough people, it's a hit or miss. I personally feel like James Gunn is a story genius. I just wish he wouldn't go down this path. And I don't understand now the comments about the animation linking to DC Universe. I'm just trying to track this just like you people. That's why we do these videos, because the comments below are critical for me to gauge a lot of what's happening, and all of your your participation, aka Padders, it's so critical to getting a different eye, because a lot of the things we do on this channel are not done on other channels. We're not a rumor channel. We're not like, guys like Doom, COCK, or Mike Zero. We don't do these made up rumors. We read the tea leaves and we try and really see what's happening and what it all really means. And that's part of the fun, and that's part of the interest, and that builds some of the excitement going into some of these projects. Because again, I will go back to my Quantumania MODOK video, to how many of you, and including me, you want to be proven wrong with that video, and we watched Quantumania hoping to be proven wrong. It adds to the overall experience of the movie. This is also what I believe Disney has mastered with their outrage marketing. It kind of seems to work on both ends in some form or another. But people, what is happening with James Gunn? And his Twitter stuff, it's insanity. I don't understand why he's forcefully debunking things, even when they call Superman Legacy Black Adam 2.0. And he's going after some rumors and not going after other rumors. He needs to use social media as a vocal, he needs to use it as a channel to present himself, not to fall into online debates or rumors. Social media for guys like James Gunn and Zack Snyder. I think Zack Snyder uses social media perfectly. I think Michael Bay, as a filmmaker, uses social media perfectly. They use it to present, period. Some marketing, they're going to get huge followings just by default of who they are and the projects that they're a part of. But James Gunn he's a Twitter head. He's a Twitter head, co-CEO of a major film studio with some of the biggest properties on planet Earth at his fingertips, and he's engaging in Twitter arguments and rumors while hugely contradicting himself after he did I believe a quick and frivolous DC Universe announcement. Again, that drop right there is legendary. But guys, let me know what you think. Watchmen animated movie, is he chasing Zack Snyder? It makes no sense. Let me know. Rock and roll.